stuff before I was playing. Shalom. Shalom, shalom. We are on this Wednesday as we embark on Romans chapter 8. And it is just scripture walkthrough. Romans chapter 8. We're just going to walk through scripture. Scripture walkthrough. That we may have an understanding. That we may have an understanding scripture walkthrough. I just want to make note that unto those that are still in the church, per se, that we are not the enemy of the church. We are not the enemy of our brother. But what does frustrate us is that we speak directly from the Bible, and the things that we speak, and we are untwisting and unraveling where the pen of the scribe have written in vain, and our brothers fight and kick against us as they did Yeshua and as they did the prophet. So I ask all brothers to just start with the name of the vein, the name of the Son. I encourage you to go and look up Iusus in Latin. And I inquire and I want you to be inspired to go and take it back into the Greek and take it back into Hebrew, that you will see for yourselves that what we are saying is not made up. It is the original name that he was called. These are sacred names that America has changed. These are sacred names that have been changed, and these sacred names are bringing mankind to ruin. Now we have government in turmoil. We have government frailing and wailing, and we are losing power. America is losing the power. America is losing the struggle. They're losing the struggle of supremacy. Their power is failing. So as we begin to embark on the book of Romans chapter 8, we give all praise unto Yahweh, the Most High, our Abba. Only a fool would say that there is no Abba, no Yahweh, no Father. Only a fool would say that this earth was created from a bang, from a boom. Only a fool can say that they evolved from an atom. Only a fool will not give credit where credit is due. And we honor you and we pay homage unto you, Yahweh, for we are thy firstborn sons. And there are those that are the sons of adoption that have been adopted in unto the name and unto the ways and the Torah of Yahweh. And when you are adopted in unto Yahweh, then the adoption is dropped and you are just seen as the vein of Yahweh, by which way that you come. The Bible begins to disclose evidence that the pen of the scribe has written in vain. The Bible says that there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Messiah Yeshua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit, who walk after the Ruach. For the law of the Spirit of life in Messiah Yeshua have made me free from the law of sin and from the law of death. The teachings of Yahweh, which is called Torah. Then there's a root word for Torah. But the word means teachings. The word means to throw a projectile, to point. And it is to point man in the right direction, to point man to where man will not live by his carnality, will not live by his ways, but he will live only by the authority and the sole authority of the writing of the scripture that Yahweh have prescribed and left for his bane, left for his sons. The Bible declares in verse 3 that for what the law could not do, that it was weak through flesh. And we all know that the flesh is weak. And we all know that the law, the Torah, the teachings of Yahweh point out the weaknesses of the flesh. It points out the weaknesses in our minds. It points out the weaknesses in our day-to-day living. I had not known fornication unless it had been for Torah. I had not known hatred unless it had been for Torah. I had not known lies and deceit unless it had been for Torah. There is nothing else in this book that teaches me and leads me and guides me that I am an offense to my brother. We have people right now that are at odds with one another because they don't know which one was wrong. You would ask one and one would say, well, she did me wrong. And then the other one would say, well, she did me wrong. Now, I can take them to the Torah and I can show them who wronged who. Because there must be a baseline, there must be a bottom line, and there must be a guideline that will bring mankind into harmony with self, harmony with mankind, and to be on accord with Yahweh. The Bible began to release more truth about the Torah, the teachings of Yahweh, for what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh. Yahweh sending his bane in the likeness of sinful flesh, for sin condemned, you see what it says? And for sin condemned sin in the flesh. Sin is condemned in the flesh. Sin has been condemned in the flesh. The law is still intact. Sin has been assaulted. Sin is assaulted through Torah. Sin is assaulted through Torah teachings. Listen to verse 4. That the righteousness, listen, that the righteousness of the law, that the righteousness of Torah might be fulfilled in who? It said that the righteousness, it said that the Torah is righteous. Let's move over to Proverbs 6:23. I don't really want to move that much, but I want to show you something because I need to break this in pieces, because things have to be destroyed. I come to tear down the altar of your mind, and I come down to tear no man down, and I come to tear down no man's belief, but I come to lay down emet. I come only to lay down truth, that truth may be released, and I am a man that is certain that truth shall bear witness of itself. Truth needs not my help. Proverbs 6. Let me get there. And 23. Selah. The Bible declares, for the commandment, is a lamp, and the Torah is light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life. The Torah only comes to bring us into a right standing with Yahweh. Torah comes to clear a path so that your prayers can be heard. If we know that when we go into Isaiah 1:15, it said that Yahweh will hide his face. He will hide his face from us. He will cover his face. He will cover his ears. For our hands are full of blood. He said, why she make your hands clean? Come now that we may reason together. Then in the 60 of chapters of Yahweh, 68 or 65, somewhere up in there, he said, it's not that my hands, not that my arms are shortened, that I cannot save. It's not that my hands are short or my arms are shortened that I cannot save. But your iniquity have separated you from Yahweh. So Torah, in its form, it came that we may have a relationship and we may have a clear path unto Yahweh. Listen to the book. And what I'm saying is, if y'all follow what I'm saying, I'm talking about his son. The Torah is his son. The word is his son. The reason why y'all want to say that this sounds like the one y'all call Jesus, or this sounds like Yeshua, because the son, his son is his word. His son is what became flesh and dwelt among men. It was the word. We are putting too much emphasis on Yeshua, and you in the church, you put too much emphasis on Jesus, because Jesus said, do not worship me. He said, why dost thou callest me good? There's no one not good. There's only one that is good. Don't worship me. There's nowhere in this book where the Bible says that you should worship Yeshua or worship Jesus. Listen to the book. Now we're going to tear something down. Verse 24 says, to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of the strange woman. So the Bible is equating a woman. And we know that Yah has given woman the spirit, and he has given her the ability to influence. Woman has the ability to influence a man. That's what he has given her. Women influence men on how to use their power all through the Bible. Men flex right now trying to win a woman. Men strut and they try to look big and strut with their chest out because they're trying to win a woman. The eye of a woman is what they are trying to do. So now let's go in and let's dismantle this verse. It says to keep thee from the evil woman. When it says to keep thee, it is talking about a body of people. It is talking about a nation of people. And it is talking about a nation of people. It is talking about the Israelite. It is talking about the stranger. It is talking about the goyim. It is talking about the sons of adoption. It is saying that those that will come into me, that there is an evil woman, and this evil woman, it will represent a nation. It will represent a nation. It represents a horse nation. It represents a nation to where you can go down in that nation and you can get drunk and you can go and you can have orgies and you can participate in adultery, you can participate in fornication, and you can drink and you can do everything under the sun, and anything that you do in this place, it is fine. It says to keep thee, Yahweh says, I have given you Torah to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of her tongue. So the Bible said that the tongue, what does the Bible say about the tongue? The Bible said that the tongue had to be bridled. It said that no man can bridle the tongue, but we know that when Yahweh first starts to begin to deal with us, the first thing he bridles your tongue. Your tongue begins to say things like, forgive me, Abba, forgive me, Father, for I know not what I do. You begin to say, Yahweh, take me, I'm yours, I surrender. Your tongue begins to bridle, your tongue begins to turn over, your tongue begins to reverence, your tongue begins to give praise. So the first thing that Yah began to do is he began to bridle your tongue. He began to bring your tongue up under subjection. Because you can watch a man or a woman and you'll know that they are being turned when y'all is doing the work, because their tongue will begin to change. Their speech and their dialect and their dialogue, it will begin to change. And the mannerism will begin to change after that. The Bible said that, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. What are eyelids? Eyelids represents flattery. Eyelids represent beauty, something of beauty, something that would attract you and at the same time distract you. It distracts you from the law, because now you're caught up in this strange tongue and you're caught up in this beauty. And when we came into America, and when we were released out of slavery, the first thing we wanted to do was we wanted to party. That's the first thing we did when we partied. They had boogie night, they had disco night. That's the first thing we began to do when we began to come out of the poverty. When we began to come out of poverty, we began to come and we became to make the rolling, what it was, the rolling 80s or 70s, what they call it? It's one of them they call a rolling something. But I remember coming up in the 70s, men were just beginning to thrive and prosper in America. The black man, the Hebrew Israelite. The Israelite was beginning to thrive, and he began to party, and everything began to be a big club. The whole world was a club, because now we had access to travel across the Americas. We could go to California, we could go to New York, we could go to these big cities that we had heard of. Then the Bible says, lust not after her beauty in thy heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for precious life. Listen to the book. The book is talking about you when you go into a nation. It's not talking about a woman, because the reason why we mistreat each other is because that has become the norm in the land that we're in. In the land that we're in a land that is virtually a land of lawlessness. This land has laws, but they are not underneath the laws of Yahweh. The laws of Yahweh is given to us to protect our children and our children's children. Because when we instill in our children that thou shalt not kill, then you will have less murders. Thou shalt not steal, then you will have less thefts. When you begin to come up under the law of Yahweh, the Torah teachings of Yahweh, then children begin to respect their elders. They begin to respect their mother, they respect their mother and their father and their grandparents, and they'll begin to respect their elders. We have lost all these things because the law of the land does not require you to obey your mother. The law of the land does not require you to respect your elders. They will not lock you up for disrespecting an older person on the bus stop. They will not lock you up for cussing out your grandmama or your granddaddy. Do you understand me? I'm trying to show y'all why we need to be up under the authority of the Most High. Why we need to be up under the correction of Torah. Because the Torah will not let your child disrespect an elder or disrespect you. See,